Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again with Q&A about the law of attraction and its application to our lives. A very practical question for students and young people or anyone at any age who is writing an exam. This question was posted by NISTHA Saikia, and she said in her comment under one of my videos, can you make a video for students, study related, how to study with ease and excel with high marks in exam, and how to deal with parents and relatives' pressure on scoring high marks? Yes, I think that the hardest part of scoring high marks is dealing with parents and relatives and the pressure that you have on you for scoring high marks. So the answer is to be a duck. And I'll explain why I say that. I say that because ducks are beautiful birds. You can throw whatever you want at them. Nothing makes its way through their feathers onto their skin. And so we want to be like a duck and just let everything that people dump on us fall off. I know, it's not that easy in practice, because when your parents tell you to study, they do that because they care about your future. But I know that it feels bad. It feels bad to be told. I know that the thoughts in our heads are like, do I have to keep studying all the time? I don't have a life. I want to enjoy my time. I want to be with my friends, or I want to watch TV or go out or do whatever else. I don't want to study all the time. At least I can tell you that is what my own personal experience was. And then I one day came to the decision that I was going to be able to read once to understand, read a second time to remember, and that was going to be enough. And I can tell you, before I made this decision, I was studying all the time because my parents were like you. They wanted us to study all the time because they were so invested in us getting high grades so that we can get into the best universities, so that we can get into the best careers, and so that we can be financially stable and have a good life. So the end result that your parents want and the end result that you want is the same. You want those things. You just don't want them the hard way. You want them the easy way. And I can tell you that in law of attraction is the answer. You can get these things the easy way. And the easy way is to stop thinking that it is not possible. Because when you keep thinking it's not possible, then it's not going to be possible, because law of attraction will give you whatever it is that you're thinking. Studying for me used to be really difficult until I made that decision. I was studying all the time, night and day, until I got fed up of it. And when I changed my decision, when I started saying, I can remember, I read once to understand and read the second time to remember, then I was able to do so. But before that, I was not able to do so. So what happened in this gap, this transition, what happened? In this transition, I gave up the beliefs that it was hard to study. I gave up the belief that it was difficult to remember. I gave up the belief that it was difficult to understand. And I adopted the belief that I can understand just by reading the material once and attending the lecture in class. I adopted the belief that if I read something once, I'm going to remember it. And so it was. Yes, it wasn't always like that. Sometimes I did have to read the material 3 times, 4 times, but by and large, I changed my belief about remembering. Not only was I able to then remember things, but I was able to start scoring really high marks. And when my parents saw that I was scoring high marks, they backed off. They didn't feel the need anymore to breathe down my neck. The only reason parents and relatives put pressure on you is because they think you're not responsible enough. They feel that you're not doing whatever you need to do in order to get the grades that they want to see you getting. So that's why they keep asking you and pushing you. But once they start experiencing that you do care about your grades, that you do care about your studies, that you do have the wherewithal, you are responsible, then they back off. And I clearly still remember the day when there was an exam the next day, and I wanted to watch a movie on TV. And my mother said, "No, you have to study. You've got an exam tomorrow." I said to my mother, "I've got the exam under control. I need to watch the movie to relax." And she let me watch the movie. And I got really good grades. So it's a cycle. Your parents are only pushing you because they feel that you can do better than what you're doing. And you just need to show them that you care about your future, that you are doing your best, that you are responsible. And then they will back off and your grades will improve. Now, the thing about this is that you've got to enjoy the studies. You see, I actually started enjoying my studies as well, because now studying was not painful for me anymore, because I wasn't going to keep doing it all day, every day, late into the night. That was behind me. And because that was behind me, I was able to enjoy my studying. And so I recommend to you that you should find a way to make your studies enjoyable, to make sure that you behave responsibly, because you cannot, here's the thing, this is very important to understand in law of attraction, is that you cannot stop doing the action of working hard until you have changed your beliefs about it. So if you think that you need to work hard, then you should work hard, because if you slack off, then law of attraction will not get you the results that you want, because you will not be keeping up with your own beliefs. So you have to first change your belief. When I made the decision that I only wanted to read my material, my study material twice, I changed my beliefs. That's why I was able to do it. If I had not changed my beliefs, then that would have backfired and it would have caused a lot of trouble for me. So in the end, what I want to say to you is, remember one thing and remind yourself of this often, that the goal is the same. What your parents want for you is also what you want for yourself. You want those grades. You want the admission to a good institutions, educational institutions. You want that career, the job that comes at the end. And so your parents and relatives are part of your team, encouraging you, cheering you on so that you can get what you want. Don't treat them like the enemy, because when you treat them like the enemy, your vibration goes down. And if your vibration goes down, now you will not be able to study. You will not be able to study because you won't be able to concentrate, because you will have gone down the emotional scale. You have more clarity and capacity to do stuff, harder stuff. When you are high on the emotional scale, you can do anything with ease and grace. So You've got to find a way that when someone pushes you or asks you questions about how well are you doing with your studies, you've got to remind yourself that they are part of your cheering team. They are your cheering party. They want good things for you. They are not your enemies. They love you, they care about you, and that is why they worry about you. So when your vibration towards them changes, then they will not behave in the same way with you, and you'll feel better. So I hope, Nistha, first of all, I hope I pronounce your name better, properly, but anyway, I hope that this will really help you to get a better handle on your studies. Love you lots. Thank you so much for this question. And if you need more help, by all means, leave me another question. Bye for now.